Welcome to the Dairy Raid. Presented with over 20 years of coaching experience, the Dairy Raid provides commentary and analysis of the schemes, the players, and the coaches who create Wisconsin football's new identity. Now here's your host, Ryan Anderson.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dairy Raid and Wisconsin versus Purdue. Finally, a game we can actually look forward to doing the breakdown for. This was definitely a get-right game for the Badgers, and you could really feel as the game went on and things started to click that a weight was lifted off the shoulders of these kids, and the mood lightened as we finally have seen more of that potential that we have been thinking about over the last almost 2 seasons. Young players stepping up. Really is good things to see. But let's get into the film and break it down. All right, so we're starting at 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Going. There we go. Starting out in a 2x2 set. Gonna check. And we're going to play action into the shot. I like coming out of the gate aggressive. Okay, so Purdue is in a cover 3 look. And what I like about this route, Bryson stems his guy inside, gets him to flip his hips. And it is just overthrown. All right, not a bad shot. He looked at the bottom of the screen first. Not there. He's capped. But backside, we're able to stick him inside and get outside. Almost. Take a quick look at the pass protection. Okay, pass protection looks okay. Okay, Brunner still working to try to get 0 on his outside shoulder. A good job to keep fighting with him. And again, we're that close. All right, 2nd and 10. I think we get lucky here. Because we check on the line, we make a call, and I think Braden, don't know what caused this. This is reminiscent of the days when Ron Dane would go the wrong direction on option plays and we would pitch into nowheres. Luckily, Braden has the wherewithal to realize that there was nobody to pitch to, and he just fires it into the ground so we can live to see another day. So lucky we got off there. 3rd and 10 though. Not a hot start. 3x1, offset to the weak side. Okay, we're going to clear out and come underneath with the out. 10-yard out, right at the sticks. Okay, what I'd like to see here is actually, and he does it a little bit, but I'd like to see a little bit more, is when we get to the top of the route here, drive them, and then come downhill a bit off of the route. So we come here and actually this. So you're thinking we want to cut here and go flat out. What we actually want to do is a technique we call step climbing. So you get into your defender, and then as you come off, you actually break downhill as you flatten out. That creates a little bit more separation. It causes the defender to round off his coverage just a little bit, and that could be enough to get this route open more. Now, that being said, I mean, he hits him in the chest. I can't really tell if the defender got his hand in there, but that's not a bad ball. Let's look at the pass protection in the box. I'd also want to take a look at Braden's footwork a little bit. No, come on. Thank you. Get my end zone angle. Come on. 3rd and 10. End zone angle. Thank you. Okay, so they run a little stunt. Little cross, blitz, slants. That's picked up pretty well. Little late by Riley Mallman, but he's literally dealing with 3 guys here, so I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, good exchange. And probably the fact that we're getting a little bit of a pushback by Brunner here. Braden can't fully stride into this. Got a pretty solid base, but pretty short stride, and he's releasing it probably a little higher than he'd want to. That hit us on the shoulder. Oink. We got to catch that. All right, that's the end of the first drive. Not exactly a hot start. You can already hear the groans in the crowd. But we persevere. So we're going to start a 2x2 motion to 3x1. Okay, this is some great awareness by Tui. And it really shows one thing I love about outside zone is you get the flow. And what a lot of times ends up happening is the defense overflows, and just by virtue of that, they create cutback. So they outrun it and almost set up the wall to the backside. So let's take a look at the box and see how we could have blocked this better. Okay, so with the motion, and that's just showing that they're in cover 1 right now, we end up getting 5 defenders over 4 on the front side. Now, it's not ideal, but how would I block this? All right, so we're going to be going here. I would be scooping here. Scoop here. Here. Look up to cut back there. And here. So this positioning here, to me, creates the issue. So what that could end up needing to be is maybe some kind of combo block here. And a scoop to here. And then more of a base block, but that might go against their blocking rules. So I think what we end up having to do is kind of what we said here at the beginning, is just be more like this and hope that 31 overflows. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're here. We're working the combo here. We got cut off here. So Huber has got to do a better job of getting underneath the pad level here. Renfro gets bull rushed a bit, which also causes us to lose our ability to get up onto 14. I think we end up taking care of 31. He gets out of the way. Yeah, if we could just get to 14, this is blocked okay. But again, great vision by Tui to see it and just keep moving forward. And you can tell, good running backs don't like to move laterally too long, but he was able to get out of it and find some burst. All right, 2nd and 1. I love 2nd and 1 opportunities because it's a chance to take shots and also to set up the defense for the future. And I think we're setting up the eyes of the defensive backs here for the future. So we're just running simple. Okay, we're running our outside zone again. And it's been our bread and butter this season, and it continues to be so in this game. Let's look at the box. Again, they're moving with the motion. And it's great drive. Okay, that's much better here between Renfro and Huber. The combo here. Okay, good job by Riley Mahlman to scoop his guy out. And when he has good control underneath, that not only can create the gap to his left, but also the cutback behind him. Everyone else, I think, did a pretty good job. Nice push inside. All right, 1st and 10. Starting to move the ball here a little bit. 2x2, still an 11 personnel. Okay, so we're running flat curl at the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry. Flat out, corner. Okay, running the ball concept. Again, something that we kind of saw that there was an emphasis early in the season that we were able to get here. Backside, we're running in and dig. So just basically a flood concept. Pretty basic. Playing off, using the stem of our outside route to create a rub to open up the tight end underneath. Okay, footwork, 1, 2, 3. A little quick. Pass protection is there all day. Purdue only rushed 3. So that actually ended up being fine. Okay, so Purdue's playing a tight front. So their outside linebackers are, for some reason, more in contain than they are in anything. I don't know why. Not like Braden is going to take off. All right, 3x1 now. Still 11 personnel. Speed option. Okay. This doesn't, I mean, a speed option for a yard doesn't say much, but what it does show me is that Braden is going to get more involved in the run game as the season progresses. He is athletic enough that he can do more. And there's going to be instances in this game where he should have kept it. And I think we're going to see it as it goes forward. Same with Tanner Mordecai last year. It's not like he was running for 150 yards already in the first game. It's, the first couple games, it was taking him a little bit to get the confidence to keep it. And once he did, we took off. All right, so what I like about this version of this outside zone or this speed option is it's a counter read kind of thing. We're trying to give the linebackers who are reading gaps or reading, reading the linemen, reading guards. I mean, you can see this by the middle linebacker. He's stepping down. He's reading his guard. The defensive linemen are reading accordingly, and that allows us to get an open space. I think a little miscommunication on maybe who the read was supposed to be on this. I think they were hoping that 95 would come down more, but it is what it is. A lot of talk for a 1-yard gain. Sorry about that. 3rd and 4. Okay, little tear motion, going to come back. Again, simple little thing, just a coverage indicator. Okay, run sticks. So we're going to run a little slant wheel at the bottom of the screen, and we are running stick and go. And I think early in the game, Braden was just hesitant. I think he really wanted to throw this one right here, but just didn't have the confidence. That's a pretty good defensive play here by the corner. Got to do a better job of being physical, creating better space. If we're going to stick, we need to get it in the ground, and then we need to run to create space to the outside. Lucky that wasn't picked. 4th and 4. And we punt. Got to take that one off. That. All right. But it was a muff punt. That's right. That's why I left it on there. So you get another shot at it. 11 personnel, outside zone, and until he does the rest. Beautifully done. Hey, look at the push that we're getting. Let's take a look at this from the end zone angle. Okay, and we're in the low red zone, so safeties are lower in the box. So this is 8, 9 in the box if we include here. But it's about fitting and reading. Okay. And this is the hard part, especially at being a single off the ball linebacker, is with outside zone, it's real tough for these guys to be patient. And what we end up getting is a scrape exchange back here. So he wants to come fill here, but we get no squeeze. And the push just takes care of the rest. Great job. All right, we're on the board. 7-0 for the next drive. Okay, we're starting at the 9-yard line. 12 personnel. GH lead. Get our down blocks, pull kick, pull lead. We'll get a little push. Let's look at the end zone. Okay. I'd like to see a little bit more movement with the feet. Okay, nice pull by Brunner. Good kick out. Good job by Ashcraft being quick. Finding 4. So Purdue's kind of like in a bear front. This is what we saw USC use in the 12 personnel look last game. And it's not bad push. Low in the box a little bit. 3 yards, we'll take it. Okay, 3-by-1. Oh, sorry, same one. Oh, same one. Second and 7. 12-yard line. Oh, we just ran the same play. But we're running GT power this time. All right, let's go to the box. Interesting to see how they pull check this. Pretty good job by so to set this up. I mean, the pull is the easy part. We're going to get our pull kick and we're going to get our pull lead. But to set this up, Huber is going to come all the way across here, and Renfro is going to come all the way down here. That's a long way for those guys to go. So, it's actually pretty impressive. We still get some hats. Take it. Again, good push. A long way to go. It's only gained 2 yards. So we're going to come on an empty on 3rd and 5. And, I mean, there's not much doing here. You know, top of the screen. They're going to run 2 fades. Maybe like maybe that's like a super skinny post and a wheel. But all 3 receivers at the top of the screen just cannot get off. So what you do is you go to the best route runner, and that's Pauling. And again, good defensive coverage here. Not much doing. So they punt. Get the ball back. 3-by-1. Gonna motion stretch across. Looking to set up wheel. Okay, well, we're gonna split flow and then dump it out to the tight end in the flat. Good way to create options in the run game without having to run your quarterback. But I like what this sets up. Is we use the motion to create distraction, but we use the motion with the curl. That is going to set up big plays to Tretch. Big plays. Because when you set this little triangle read out here, make it really hard for defenders to keep up. So, get some yards out of it. Good catch. 2nd and 4. 3-by-1 to the short side of the field. Offset to the wide side. Split flow. Gonna get a holding penalty here. Sneak forward. It's not. So 2nd and 4, let's look at this. 2nd and 4, split flow. 3 in the game for the first time. Come on. Get this one. There we go. Want. There we go. Now I'll get the end zone angle. I'm keeping all this in, by the way. Split flow. Okay. What Dupree could do a little better here is just making up his mind. 1 step instead of 2. By bam, bam. Either plants his left foot and cuts back through the outside shoulder of 14. Or he just plants his foot and just runs behind Ballman and puts his head down. So we can create a better push there. Trying to figure out what this penalty is. Is it legal hands to the face? Right there on 0? Yeah, it looks like it. All right. And that's how we get the first down. All right. So 43-yard line. 2-by-2. Little jet sweep. And I saw some people criticizing this play over the weekend a little bit. So why don't we just hand this off? Isn't it safer to hand it off? In theory, maybe. But what I like about this, if there's any kind of screw up in the backfield, it's an incomplete pass. So it actually simplifies things. Yes, it can make run action to the running back off this a little more difficult, but not a huge amount. I mean, we're not going to necessarily be riding. So let's see this. Just pop, leave it out there in front. And again, it's a cross read, or a cross read killer. Because we're blocking one way and then we're arc releasing on the front side and basically saying that we're going to outrun you. And with the 3 guys we have out there, we're going to create enough of an angle that we can get outside. So this is all on our 3 guys out here. on Bryson, on Ashcraft, who gets off a little bit late. He's not supposed to delay this much. And then just Tretch turning on the Jets. All right, 2nd and 5. 3-by-1. GT. And we get the keep off of it. Okay, great job and great recognition. Nice little flick of the wrist. Vinny Anthony takes care of the rest. Touchdown. Look at the box. And again, Braden Locke is athletic enough that when 15 completely commits inside, we can pull it. And then we give him a post-snap option. Post-read option. That we let our playmakers take care of the rest. That's a great job. Nice little flick of the wrist here. Finding some space and take to the house. Nice job. All right, and that brings us back up to the top of the first quarter. So that means we're at the end of the first. I think we have one actual play left in the first quarter, but it's at the top of the next drive, so I think we're just going to save it for the start of the second quarter. So not a bad start here by the Badgers. Okay, we had a drop on a 3rd down, and we had another drive killed by, we can't get off press coverage on a 3-receiver side, but nice mix of run and pass here. Leaning on what's working, keeping things simple, and executing. That's the important thing. That's what's going to drive us forward, all right? So come back here tomorrow for the second quarter of Wisconsin Purdue. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.